Let's talk about food insecurity. What is food insecurity? Food insecurity is not knowing when or where your next meal is coming from. A lot of times when we talk about food insecurity, we mislabel it as hunger. Food insecurity is not hunger. Hunger is simply the feeling of not having food in your body, while food insecurity is actually not being able to access food.
Here's some info on food insecurity by the numbers. 11% of U.S. households are food insecure, which translates to 37.2 million people, and of that number, 540,000 are children that are extremely food insecure. Approximately 30% of food insecure homes are led by single women, and 21% of food insecure homes are African American households. But it's not all doom and gloom. Since 2011, food insecurity has been on a steady decline from a decade high of 15% in 2008. Overall, 88.9% of U.S. households are food secure.
When thinking about food insecurity from a political perspective, things like food stamps and laws related to that might come to mind. Here are a few things you might not know. 7 states still have a sales tax for all groceries, and 15 states still tax food depending on the circumstance. The most prominent government association with food insecurity is the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. They provide food purchasing assistance for low and no-income people living in the United States, in the form of food stamps, or vouchers issued by the government to those on low income exchangeable for food. They definitely help, yet the problem persists. Different politicians have had different approaches to this problem, yet it is still a huge issue.
From a psychology perspective, food insecurity is a really serious issue when it comes to mental health. Many studies have shown that it directly affects the emotional and cognitive development in children, as well as depression in adults. Even the most mild cases of food insecurity are associated with the risk of poor cognitive, social, and emotional development for children under the age of 3. This means the workforce will become less and less productive as these generations grow older in.
When someone doesn't know when or where their next meal is coming from, they can feel incredibly stressed, which leads to increased rates of anxiety and depression in adults.
The CBS documentary, Hunger in America, was one of the first uses of art and media to bring attention to the hunger crisis in America in the 1960s. The documentary shocked audiences with its graphic images showing the extremes of poverty and malnutrition, as well as brought attention to the lack of funding for government programs to help those experiencing food insecurity. More current works of art attempt to show audiences that food insecurity can happen to anyone and it does not have one face. Other ways that art can bring attention to food insecurity is through the Empty Bowls Project. These projects raise money using pottery from local artists, which are then sold to community members filled with soup and bread.
Now, let's talk about food insecurity from a social science standpoint. Did you know in 2014, 17.4 million U.S. households were food insecure at some point during that year? Also, in 2016, 31.6% of low-income households were food insecure compared to the national average of 12.3%. Food insecurity may be temporary or permanent and can be influenced by various factors, which includes income. Food insecurity increases when money to buy food is limited or unavailable. Employment. High unemployment rates among low-income population makes it difficult to meet basic household food needs. Race or ethnicity. In 2016, Black non-Hispanic households were nearly 2 times more likely to be food insecure than the national average. Among Hispanic households, food insecurity was 18.5% compared to the national average. Disability. Disabled are at food insecurity risk due to limited employment opportunities and healthcare-related expenses that reduces income